Right now, for dinner tonight, I'm gonna make some steak fajitas with some sirloin steak. I have a couple of red pepper, green pepper, a half of a red onion. I would have liked to have more onion. I thought I had an extra onion, but we're gonna work with what we have. I only want to use one pan because it's just less dishes for me to do. Usually the Ortega fajita seasoning mix calls to cook the meat first. I'm gonna cook it last, and I'll show you how I do that. I preheated the pan at medium level. I might turn it up in a minute, but we want to just keep it low because we're pouring just a little bit of oil in there. Vegetable oil or canola oil is fine. Just a couple tablespoons. I like to slice up the pepper, cut the top off, slice it in half, put it on its side like that, for fajitas anyway, and just kind of cut that way. When slicing the onion, I put it on its side and I kind of just slice it about a half an inch, a quarter to a half an inch slices all the way down the middle of the onion. Then I slice it in half, gives us some nice long pieces like that. Usually I throw the peppers in first because they take longer to cook than the onions. I'm going to increase the heat just a little bit. You don't want to put it all the way on high because that'll just burn them, and we don't want them to cook too quick. I like to break up the onions so that they don't stick together. Now I'm going to take my sirloin steak and I'm going to cut it in half, probably maybe at least half or 2/3, and I'm going to slice it up in thin pieces. Just make sure you keep going back and mixing the onions and peppers because you want it to cook consistently. As you can see, I trimmed the fat off the edge of the steak. We don't want any extra calories or fat in our food. No extra calories. This is the coolest thing ever. I just found a bunny nest in my garden. Check this out. There's a bunny right there. Look at them. There they are. I don't want to disturb them. That is the coolest thing that I've ever seen. Look at how cute. Oh my god. Oh, those ears, those little white... Oh, sorry, oh my god. I'm gonna push it back over. I took a break in slicing the steak to add my fajita seasoning mix. I don't usually add the whole packet, but I think I'm going to today because I'm making extra. So just sprinkle it in there. And you add a little bit of water according to the directions. It's about 1/3 of a cup. I just poured the water in and now I'm just gonna mix it. I'm gonna increase the heat. So as you can see, the onions and peppers have cooked down a little bit. I finished slicing as much meat as I want to put in there. So I've just added the meat to the onions and peppers and I'm just gonna mix it. You never want to overcook the steak because then it gets too chewy. So I kind of just wait until it has that whitish or grayish sort of change of color. Okay, so I'm gonna make myself a fajita. I'm gonna wrap it in my tortilla and show you how I do that. I like to put a little cheese down first because it melts when I heat it back up. Okay, so I'm just placing a little bit of the peppers and the steak in there, just a little bit. You don't want to make it big. I just took it out of the microwave. I put it in the microwave for 45 seconds because it's been sitting out for about an hour and I was busy doing stuff, so I wanted to melt the cheese on there and warm it up a little bit. Yeah. So now I'm gonna put some Ortega taco sauce on it, hot salsa, and a little bit of sour cream, and some chopped up lettuce that we have left over. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to wrap a tortilla real quick. You don't put too much in there. Bend the end, wrap that like that, tuck it, and wrap the other part over. And as long as you don't have too much in there, you shouldn't have a problem. Cut. Hey everybody, thanks for watching my video. Click the like button and thank you so much for subscribing. Love. Ow!